host, Miss Tink. Welcome to Raw Talent. Welcome to Raw Talent. With your host, Miss Tink. Welcome to Raw Talent. So who is Cameron Berry?
Oh my.
It's funny how tough that question can be, right? Like, who are you?
Because I'm always changing. I'm always evolving. I try to.
That's good though.
Yeah, I try to stay true to who I am. I've kind of always been a little different. I've always been artsy and things like that. But you know, life happens. Sometimes people see your good days. Sometimes people see your bad days. But I think authentically I've been true to who I am. I stand for what I believe in, and it's who I am.
So is being different a bad thing or a good thing?
I've learned that it could be a bad thing.
Why?
I have. Because when you're trying to make a statement or you're trying to get your voice heard, sometimes you get triggered off of what's around you. And I've been triggered off a lot of things where it was more anger than anything. And it's I don't regret it. Not one bit. I don't regret it one bit, but I think it's just a matter of knowing who you allow in your life. And you can't be mad about who you allow in your life when you leave the door open.
Right. Definitely true. Definitely true. So what is Royale?
Royale, the name of the clothing line, I wanted it to be something strictly catering to the African American community. Just like in school, but what's the main thing you see about black people is just like us being slaves in history class.
Yeah.
Being slaves on the boat and things like that.
Yeah.
It's deceiving because we were wearing, jewels and we were sitting on thrones and things like that before we was on boats and with chains. So that's my main purpose of my clothing line, to wear something that's uplifting, empowering, something you can be proud of wearing.
Right.
I took a lot of.
Well, I wear it proudly.
And I appreciate you for that. I do.
I mean, the color plate is just like, it gives me like them Jamaican vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like it take you there. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I love it.
I'm glad you do. It's just, and I'm receptive to any feedback. Sometimes you want to get good feedback. Sometimes you want to get bad.
But that's a part of growth. Yeah, that's a part of growth. So when did you start?
I started this particular one in 2018, but prior to this, I was doing a clothing line called Indeed, and I always speak on that one because it was kind of during like the rebellious stage where I was just like, F this person, F that person, I'm gonna do whatever I feel. I don't care what you have to say about me.
Right.
And when I did it, there was no growth with it because I wasn't acceptive of people's opinions. Because I was in a place where, like I told you, it's all about your surroundings. I was around people that made me feel that way.
Right.
So when I got older, I'm just like, okay, I had to detach myself, and this is when I cut my dreads off. So that was a big part of.
Yeah.
My dreads was big to me. It's just my dreads, they're still in the bag. They're still in the bag, and they're just like.
You know now with the way everybody doing it, they can put
them
it back on if you want to.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'll be wearing my hairs and because I think I am, and I cleansed them before I cut them off. So all that dead energy and all that was washed away.
Well, I know that's right.
Off, so, yep.
I ain't mad at you. So what, you just did away with Indeed completely?
Yeah, I just felt like I needed to move on. I needed to grow.
So did any part of Royale embrace anything from Indeed, or you just said no? I'm just gonna.
I mean, I embraced my youthfulness with it. I embraced that rebellious stage of my life. I'm still that way now. I'm just a little bit more thoughtful.
Right. That's a part of growth, though. It's a part of growth. You know what I'm saying? You got to grow, you learn, you change. You know what you shouldn't be doing, what you should be doing, what works, what doesn't work, who to let in. We learn all those things.
Right.
So what is the most challenging aspect of not only starting a brand, but revamping yourself? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you don't get a second chance in life to show somebody that you're something different. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't accept stuff like that. Right. So what was the biggest hurdle you had with launching Royale instead of still going on with Indeed?
I didn't have a plan the first time. I I went off with everything. Like I told you, I'm artsy, and I drew everything up. I'm just like, okay, I don't need. There's people lending out a helping hand, but I'm just like, no, I don't need it. And that I think that's a flaw because nobody's perfect,
Right.
and you're gonna need somebody to
Right.
make it out here. I think with now, I'm acceptive of what is it I can do better to make me better? What is it that you see that's wrong with what I'm doing and how I can fix that? What is it what is it that you see that I need to see? And I
Right.
think that's the most accepted thing with this line now. And I've met so many people. I have different partnerships with people because I couldn't do it by myself.
Right.
And I didn't realize that the first time because I was put in a place where I was feeling alone. Like I had to do everything by myself.
It's funny you say that because I had a conversation with somebody that I deeply respect. She's actually my aunt, but she was telling us, me and my fiance, we were having a conversation with her, and she was saying how we're not meant to do life alone. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people get in their bag and get mad and be like, well, I don't need nobody or F everybody. So like you were saying you did before. And she was like, that's not beneficial to you because you can't do it by yourself. You're not
Right.
built. Life isn't built for life to be done alone. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's why you have man and woman. You have animals have partners. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? So we need that to evolve.
Right.
You know?
It was humbling. I definitely needed to be humbled at that time.
So, what have you learned that you wish you knew from day one? Besides, we're gonna leave that part about that we already talked about it long. But is there anything else that you learned?
It's as far as working on the line or
Mm-hmm.
just me as a person.
Either one.
Anything.
We can do both of them.
I think the one thing that I've learned is just being true to me. I let a lot of things I dumbed it down to just belong with people for a while. When I realized that I was different, I was supposed to stand out.
Yeah.
But they didn't make it okay for me to kind of be like, not this person, not this person,
Yeah.
not my liking, not my cup of tea, because I don't know what people go through outside of my presence, and this is why I think it is so important to be um, just acceptive to people coming around you, because you don't know people's story,
Right.
you don't know what people are struggling with behind your back, and I think during that time I just didn't care. Now I'm just more considerate of it's more it's not even the brand. It's just when I was doing that I was what 20, 21.
Right.
I'm 33 now, so things is different. I have evolved as a person, and the clothing line has evolved, and I think the one thing that I've learned from it is just to be who I am, but to also don't let it get the best of me.
Right.
Don't let it change who you are. Still be a cool person. Still be a good person. Still be nice to people. And,
Yeah,
you
because
know.
some people let it go to their head. You know what I'm
People let it go
saying?
to their head.
Yeah.
And that's just one thing. Like during that time, like I said, I don't regret it one bit.
Right.
I felt proud of what I was doing at that time. That's what you do when you're 20. You're
Right.
proud and you don't care.
Right.
That's what you do. But
Right.
when you get older, you have more maturity, more responsibilities, and just like when I'm looking at it now, I look at you and I see how strong woman you are, and you raising a
Appreciate that.
family, and it's more to it than just Brittany. You are like a businesswoman altogether. So many things tied into you, and it's
Yeah.
just like that's part
And
of
people don't know that
growth.
when they first see you, because a lot of people thrive on first impressions, which I do think first impressions matter, but it's layers to things. So it's like if you judge me based off what you see, you don't always get the
You
full
don't get the
story.
full experience.
I know I personally did an interview over like I want to say like a Skype type setup, and I'm a very colorful person, so a lot of times like I be wearing purple, you know what I'm saying, like makeup and stuff like that.
Right,
And at the end of the interview, I had never met the girl before the interview.
right.
She a guy connected us together, and she told me at the end of the interview once it ended, she was like, when you first got on screen, I was like, who the hell is this girl with this purple eyeshadow and lipstick on? Like, what is she about to bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? She was like, but I am intrigued by you. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's because even though my appearance matters, my appearance doesn't make me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because I
right,
got a lot up here that, you know what I'm saying, we can use
right,
to do
right,
some things, you know. She was like, I want to talk to you again. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow.
right,
And that's what raw talent is about. Being who you were born to be. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Not trying to fit in. So that's why I asked you about being different. Because being different isn't bad. I prefer to be different. I don't want to stand in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm the same way too about it. It's just like I
It's just a way to
said,
do it.
it's a certain way to do it when you get
Yeah.
older. You just
Yeah.
back then you just be like, I don't give a what you saying. This
Right.
is F. This when you walk in the room is you definitely want to leave a good impression on people.
Right.
All attention ain't always good attention.
Right. Definitely
So,
true. Definitely
and
true.
I left. I mean, I painted some bad pictures about myself just from just how I was acting at a certain point.
So were you able to successfully like change the narrative about yourself? You
I
know what I'm saying?
was
Because, you know, sometimes when people meet you and they be like, no, he did this, so no, I'm not dealing with it.
right.
And even if you change, they're still not really buying in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So did
Well,
you have
know,
that issue?
It came from people who didn't know me.
Who didn't know you?
They didn't know me. So of course they're gonna just go off of that one little experience
Yeah.
that they had with me. That people that have sat with me, they're just like, you don't know him. You don't know this guy. You know, he battling depression. He's going through this. He's going through that. And I allow people in my life that kind of, I thought that they had me, but they were kind of secretly using my weakness and putting it in people's head and making me even worse than what I was at.
Right.
So
They were painting the picture without you even being in
yeah,
it.
without you even being there. So it's just like that, and that comes with life. That comes
Right.
with, we had prior conversations
Yeah.
to this where we just like, you know what, you can say whatever you want to say
Say,
about me, but I know the truth.
Right.
And you know the truth.
Right.
But that's what happens.
So how did you deal with the depression?
The gym was an outlet for me at that time. Praying, and I never prayed like really. It's just I come from a family that's really into the church, but I kind of wanted to. There's another rebellious stage in me. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to kind of just make it strictly about this. I don't know if you know, that's just how I felt at that time.
Right.
So
But a lot of people go through that phase, especially people that, like, my mom's our elder. You know what I'm saying? We were in church 8 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, it's just like you get to a point where you're like, oh, I don't want to do this because I'm forced to do it.
Right.
You feel like you're forced, so you're not making this conscious decision to get up and go to church on Sunday or be in the choir or do this, that, and the third. You know, so I think we have to go through that cycle of understanding what is best for us and how to spiritually, you know what I'm saying, walk. We have to walk that walk ourselves.
Right.
So, you know, I don't think it's rebellion. I just think it's a learning curve. Like, you got to figure out what works for you, because going to church 8 days a week may work for my mom, but me going once a week may be what fulfills me, because I've had them 8 days for 20 some years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now it's like, okay, my cup is full and I just need to, you know, keep my juice fresh. You know, like that, you know? And then you have people who completely just like, okay, I'm going to detach from this because this is what I was forced to learn. And I'm going to take a whole nother route, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that either, because at the end of the day, it's your spiritual journey. It's not anybody else's.
Yeah.
And when your time comes, it's you and him. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's who you answer to at the end.
Amen.
That's who you answer
Yes, definitely. So, how did you get into freelance modeling?
I don't even know where to start with that one. I liked taking pictures ever since I was a kid. You remember them what is it, those cameras, the ones that you do the little wine thing on the back?
Yeah. Them little disposable joints?
Yeah. I used to get 3 of those literally every week.
Oh my goodness.
I always used to take pictures of like the classes that I was in. It was just like, why you always have a camera and this and that? I'm like, I'd rather just like I can have my memories. Y'all always got to think about them.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's just like I got a book of.
I'm about to say, so
I got
you
pictures
still
of
have
you
all
looking
of
when
the.
you looking this way, and I'm taking pictures of you while you looking that way you're eating and stuff.
Okay.
Like that. Pictures I've always been into pictures.
You made me nervous with that one, because I was in some of your classes.
Somewhere. I got some
I was in
pictures
some
of
of
you
your
somewhere.
classes.
Yeah. I got some pictures of you somewhere. I'd rather hold on to the memories instead of thinking about them.
Right.
And that just always been big into it. And then one day I kind of looked at myself. I was like, oh, you take decent pictures. My mother, she takes really good pictures, so I guess I probably picked up her trait. I
Right.
guess.
So you going into photography too?
If that's what you is that what you want to say? Is that what you
Have
want
you
to
ever
say?
thought about it?
I think I could.
I mean, with
I
your
think
brand, that's a good thing too, because well, anyway, I don't know how you've been taking your pictures, but you always look like you trying to, like the perfect
I
scenery.
gotta make a
You
statement.
know,
I gotta make a statement
I
when I take a
mean,
picture.
dude modeled my shirt, and I was intrigued. He sent me the picture. I was like, oh, okay, Cam, all right, I see you.
That might be a interest because I like hearing people saying, "I want you to take my picture,"
Right.
because it's big on me. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but you've been tagged on pictures on Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see how they look A+, and you looking like a damn F. Because because they took the picture while you wasn't prepared for this.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure I'm
All
okay.
right.
And just like, no, everybody that's in my presence is gonna be A+.
Right.
And that's just my motto.
Right.
I don't trust people that do that. I don't trust them. I don't trust
Like
them.
my parents
Yeah.
matters too.
Yeah,
Don't
my
don't
opinion matters too.
don't do that.
Remove tag.
Right. I'm gonna untag myself from this picture. So, as an ambassador for several establishments, what do you do?
I did a lot for clothing brands, beard grooming, um, eye glare. That's an eye glare, Lord. It's this dark. Eyewear. Eyewear.
You sounded just like a commercial.
Sunglasses.
You sounded just like a commercial.
That's
It's
it.
this dark.
It's dark.
Blame the
But
cameraman.
yeah,
Blame the
eyewear,
cameraman.
sunshades, beard grooming.
Oh, okay.
You name it.
Okay. You do that now too?
Mhm.
Okay, look at that. See, look at all these hands you got. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying.
So, what is the most important aspect of Royale?
Making people feel comfortable. Just
And the
on what
clothing
they
is comfortable.
wear.
I
Yeah.
just want to say that.
And everybody that I work with, like all the models and ambassadors, I want to know what it is that they're doing. And I want to know how I can put that into the shoot that I'm doing. Like if somebody's saying that they're a barber, I'm just like, maybe we can do a scene where we can have something that's,
Reflective of what
reflective
you.
of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything, nails. Like
Yeah.
one female I know, she had her nails done with it and everything. And just like it's going to be more so of promoting your brand because you're
A 2-for-1.
Two for
That's
one.
dope.
It's a 2-for-1 deal. So
That's
I want
dope.
to know I'm passionate about what people do because they're taking time out of their day to help
Right.
with my vision.
Right. Understandable. That's dope, though. That's really amazing. So, what do you wish you could change about the clothing or design industry?
Being receptive to everything. It's more to it than just height and things like that, skin color.
Right.
What I can say now, they are a little bit more receptive to African American men and women, and also weight.
Yeah, because we were talking about them sizes and stuff, right?
Yeah, weight, and that's a big thing. It's just not everybody is a size 0
Right.
or a size 1
Right.
or 2, and just like everybody's beautiful. Why should you have the authority to make somebody feel as if they can't walk in your show because they're this size?
Right.
Or this is, acceptable the industry. No. If you are showcasing your brand, why not have it with everything that's
Right.
involved? Just not just one little tiny size.
Mm-hmm.
Because people grow and people evolve.
Right.
It should be more to just
Everybody.
a size 0. I'm not
Yeah.
racist. White woman. Oh, white man.
Right.
It's just
Right.
like that's
right.
just what
Because we built different, you know?
we built different.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And so Royale does that, though. Royale
does that.
appeals to all sizes. And
Yes, I want everybody to feel beautiful about themselves every day, every single day.
So, what kind of products do you do? I know we got T-shirts, we got hats. What else we got?
Well, right now what we're doing is T-shirts, hats, we got hoodies, I'm in the works of trying to doing some swimwear lines for
Oh,
women
okay.
and swim trunk line for men. You know, who
Okay.
knows? You never know what's lined up.
I know that's right.
Everything's a work in
Do you
progress.
do like
And
sweatpants too? I know you do
we do
hoodies. You do
sweatpants. Yes,
sweatpants.
we do
You got
sweatpants.
coats.
Yes, we do. Yep, coats.
He the plug, y'all. Y'all better
Every
go
day.
ahead
The plug.
and be royal.
Everything is everything. I'm taking it. I'm taking it as I go. I'm not in a rush. It's a learning experience throughout the whole thing. I'm still learning more about the industry with the manufacturers and apparel lines and just myself.
So, are you in any stores, or is that a goal of yours
That's
to
a
be
goal of
in a
mine.
store?
That's a goal of
Do you want
mine.
to own a store, or you want to just be featured like DTLI got Royale? You know what I'm saying, like that.
Oh man, baby.
You want to own the own stuff? Okay.
I wanna own man.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with other people selling your stuff too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's cool,
saying?
but I wanna own
I
man.
know that's right. So
Yeah.
we gonna be looking for that Royale storefront. So what is your end goal? Or do you not have one?
End goal.
End goal, like I want Royale to reach this point in life.
Mm. I don't really want to speak on that right now because
Okay.
I don't want to rush God's plan for me.
Perfect answer.
I don't want to rush God's plan for me.
Perfect answer
I
though.
want to go forward and let the master lead the rest of the
I
way.
know that's right. I know that's right. So is there anybody that you want to collab with that you haven't collabed with in the industry?
Anybody that's looking at this, I'll collab with you and we can make this work and tell me about your vision. We can incorporate that into the shoot.
Right. I know that's
And
right.
it's all about building each other. It just
I know that's
that's what it's
right.
all about.
Well, I appreciate you for coming.
I appreciate you for inviting me.
Yes, and we're gonna have you back because we're gonna come to the storefront and do a tour. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
You know?
It's gonna happen. It's
I
gonna happen.
know. It's in the works
No, but for
already.
real,
I can
it's
see
just
it.
like I just appreciate everything, this whole moment, and just knowing that we come from that same upbringing, like, environment, and we went to school together.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to see that you just growing and evolving.
Same.
I just love to see it. That's what I
Same.
love to see.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Tink did not come to play with you hoes. I came to slay, bitch.